In this video, we're gonna be going over how to purchase a property virtually or remotely without you physically being there present at the time of purchase. So pretty much we're gonna be going over the whole entire purchase process or buying process from beginning to end without you actually being there. So I'm gonna act like if you're 100% remote, 100% have never seen the property. I'm gonna be going over step by step. And the reason I'm making this video is because I have done over 30 sales like this in the last 2 years. So I just wanted to make a video for you, those of you that are already looking to purchase remotely without being there physically, how it goes, how the process is, and so you can just better understand and it could be a smoother transition for you or transaction for you. So anyway, let's not waste any more time and let's jump into the video right now. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another video. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Hans Weisfeld, local real estate agent here in Miami. And today we're gonna be talking about how to purchase a property 100% remotely without you being there physically, not seeing the property, not being at closing, nothing, 100% remotely. There's a lot of clients, I've closed a lot of deals with clients being 100% remotely, and I just wanted to make this video so if you're thinking about purchasing a property but you can't go to the location or whatever the case may be, I have different scenarios with different clients so you can at least understand how it is and you can be better prepared for the purchase. So anyway, let's not waste time and let's jump into the video right now. Now, if you're looking to relocate or invest down here in Miami, please feel free to reach out to me at any time. You have all my contact information down below, or you can go to my website www.livinmia.com, livinmia.com. Anyway, let's get started. So the number one thing that you should do, that you need to do, the most important thing I will say, is finding the agent that has the knowledge in helping clients remotely, number one, and then actually doing a consultation with that agent, or hopefully that agent, will do a consultation with you, right? This is very important because you're about to buy probably one of the biggest investments in your lifetime remotely without you being there. So the number one thing you want to know is who is going to be helping you. Are they qualified? Do they understand what it is for you not to be there physically? Do they understand what it implements? Do they understand what it's gonna be, there's a lot of things to it, honestly. I've done this over 30 times. I do this almost every single month. I have a few clients per month that are looking to purchase remotely. So there's a lot of things that go into it, but the consultation is the number one thing. There's so much things. Like for example, when they go to the property, they have to show you the good, the bad, the ugly. They have to really pinpoint every little detail. They have to show you the outside, the neighborhood. There's a lot of things that go in, and even for myself, I've tried to explain this to a lot of agents, and sometimes it takes them a while to understand. So it's very, very important, again, for you to understand who's gonna be helping you, because there's a lot of things that go into it, okay? You just gotta make sure that this agent really puts themselves in your shoes, as if you were the one buying or they were the one buying remotely. What would they want to see, right? Like for me, for instance, I want to see everything, like even before getting to the property, if it's a condo or a house, even before getting there, like how is the drive to the neighborhood, to the home? How is the neighborhood around it? Who are my neighbors, right? And then so the whole process, like from driving, getting to the property, if it's a condo, the amenities, going up the elevator, like I want to see as much as possible. Of course, it's going to be impossible to see every single little thing, but as much as possible, right? Understanding that makes a lot of difference. So then again, the number one thing is doing a consultation with an agent and really having them understand your wants, your needs, what exactly you're looking for, whether to move there, to invest, long-term investment, short-term investment, cash flow. You want to do investment for more of a cash flow. You want to do more of an investment to just buy and hold, just to have a rental property, to move in a few years. There's a lot of different reasons why people invest or people look to purchase a property, right? So it's very important for them to understand and listen to you and then give you options based on your criteria. So those are going to be the first steps. So once the agents already have the criteria, or you already found the property, let's just say that you're looking for, you send that over to the agent, they go and they schedule a showing. Okay, so let's just say best case scenario, because yes, I've had to sell properties without even seeing it myself. Sometimes we need to, or at least in the beginning, there's sellers that say, hey, we are not showing the property until we accept an offer, right? So sometimes that could even happen, right? And I've had that happen, and we've had to send an offer without anyone looking at it really, and then we have inspection days, and then we could go check it out and then either move forward or cancel. But anyway, let's just say the agent is able to go to the property and do this amazing walkthrough and amazing videos of everything and explaining to you. I usually recommend not doing a FaceTime. I usually recommend actually doing videos. Why? Because the agent could go, or you could go back and forth, right? Like forward, backwards, and check out different areas. If it's a FaceTime, you don't have a video recorder, you're gonna be like, oh, what did the kitchen look like? Oh, what did this look like? Oh, what would that look like? Right? When you have a video, when you have your actual video, you can watch it as much times as possible, right? As much times as you want. So sometimes I do suggest doing a video. If it's both, then both great, but definitely a video is always much better, right? So they do the video, and then the next thing that they will do is an analysis, right? Just like purchasing any other property, they'll do all comps, right? They'll run comps, they'll see what's the best offer, depending on the market that you're in, how hot the market is, how hot that home is, how many offers they have already. You're gonna make an offer. They just say the best case scenario, send an offer, then they accept, right? The offer, you do not have to be present. You could do that digitally, right? So you look at a property, they go, you like it, you send the offer, you sign virtually, right? You sign digitally. There's different platforms to sign. So you go ahead and you do that, and now you are under contract. So I don't want to get too much into the buying process. I have other videos talking about the whole entire buying process. But let's just say you go into contract. The next thing after that, you have to put a deposit. You could send that via wire transfer to the title company, whoever's going to be holding the escrow. After that, depending if it's a condo or a house, if it's a condo, you got to do a condo application. The agent is going to send you the application. You're going to fill that out, and hopefully this application could be sent in virtually or by email. If it's physically, sometimes they want the package physically, well, then your agent can help you and drop that package off, right? So as of right now, everything has been digital. You haven't seen the property or anything at all. Next thing is going to be the title. They're going to be reaching out to you, asking you questions, who the property is going to go under, the names, single, married, a lot of different questions that have to do more personally. The title company will be reaching out to you in that with that matter. If it's going to be cash or finance, that's also going to matter. If it's finance, you already start doing the whole application, everything that has to do with the financing. If it's cash, well, there's not too much to do other than if it's a condo, you apply, you send a deposit, you do inspection, right? Your agent will help you set up the inspection. Again, with the inspection, since you're not gonna be there, usually again we do videos or we're there doing a FaceTime, but that doesn't really matter too much, because hopefully this agent will have a trusted inspector that goes there and they'll tells you all the good things about the property, all the things that are wrong with the property, all the things that need replacement, all the things that need future replacement. Maybe it's not urgent, but maybe in the future you need to do, right? So that inspection report is gonna be pretty much your eyes into, like, it's gonna be very important, right? So that's gonna tell you, hey, if you wanna move forward or if you don't. And there's a lot of things wrong with the property. If there's a lot of things wrong, you can ask for a credit depending what market you're in, right? If not, you could just back out, cancel, and you get your deposit back if you're within inspection days, right? So as to there, you're still virtual, you haven't seen the property, you're trusting the agent, you're trusting the inspector. I've done this plenty of times, and many times there are things to change in the property. Many times, maybe the electrical is old, maybe the AC is old that needs to be replaced, right? So everything in the property is good except the AC is old. You're gonna get that in your report. The agent and the inspector will communicate to each other, and then they'll communicate to you, letting you know what things need to be replaced, what things are damaged in the property, right? So then you go ahead and you analyze the inspection report, and then you see what you want to do. If you want to replace something, if you don't, if you want to keep it the way it is, if you want to cancel, whatever it is, you have the right to do so. And again, you do not have to be there physically present, because many times, just keep in mind, many of my clients that are in town that do live in Miami, let's just say, many of them don't even go to the inspection, right? You let the inspector do their job. That's why they're licensed. That's why you trust them. That's why you hired them, right? So many times this doesn't even really matter if you're there present or not. or in the city, because most of the time they're doing their inspection report, and then they will contact you and send you all the things that are wrong with the property afterwards. It's a full report, so do not be worried about that. And then pretty much again, if it's finance, the lenders are going to be reaching out to you, asking you different things. And then if it's cash, there's not really too much to do until almost the end of the process, right? If it's a condo, you're waiting for the condo approval. If you're buying cash and it's just say it's a house, there's really not too much to do. I mean, they'll be reaching out to you via email or a phone call if there's anything they need from you. If it's finance, they may need a little bit more from you, but still very similar. You're just pretty much in the waiting period, right? And all of this is pretty much a 30 to a 45 day period, unless something happens, you need a few more days. But it's pretty much, cash is gonna be 30 days, financing is gonna be around 45 days, right? So you're just in the waiting period, and then a few days before the closing, you're gonna get the HUD, right? Or if it's finance, you're gonna get a closing statement, closing disclosure, and you're gonna be pretty much going over all the numbers. If it's finance, they're gonna be sending you the interest rate, your numbers, monthly numbers, all your payments, everything in detail. Everything is gonna be there in detail. If it's cash, you're gonna get pretty much a pre-HUD showing you all the last numbers, how much the balance is, how much you have to wire them. You just make sure you look at all those numbers as good as possible. Have your agent go over those numbers and make sure all those numbers are looking good. I see these numbers, sometimes they mess up a little bit. Sometimes the taxes may be wrong. If it's, let's just say the property has a tenant and the tenant, let's just say, pay 2 months. Sometimes I've seen 1 month only in the HUD, they missed out on the second month. So sometimes there are little details that need to be looked at and need to be changed in the HUDs. That's why they send them out a few days prior to closing. But let's just say everything looks good on the HUD, you go ahead, you approve, and you sign, right? You say, hey, ready to go, everything looks good. Pretty much the day of closing, they'll send you the last paperwork to sign. If it's financing, here it gets a little bit tricky. If it's cash, it's very easy. You can sign remotely anywhere via an app. Very, very easy. You just sign, and then you're ready. You pretty much close. The title company will take care of the rest. And I missed one thing. So on the day of closing or the day prior to closing, once you see that HUD and you see those numbers, the title company is going to say, hey, this is your balance. So then you either have to go to the bank or wire the title company the remaining balance. Okay, so make sure you know that. And if it's for financing, of course, it's going to not be the whole thing, but it's going to be whatever you're missing, as with the financing, right? Whatever down payment plus closing costs or whatever it is. Okay, so that's going to be pretty much like the same day or a day before closing. So make sure those during those days you're aware that you're gonna need to either go to the bank or wire the money virtually via your bank. Okay, so you do that. And the day of closing, last documents, you sign. If it's cash, just the digital platform, you sign, and that's pretty much it. And if it's financing, depending on the bank, some may want a notary. Okay, so sometimes you'll get a remote notary that goes to your property. Some banks are okay doing it virtually, and I've gone on Zoom calls, I've gone on different platforms online, and everyone kind of signs online. So it really depends. The bank depends on the title company and a few little things, but everything is pretty much going to be virtually, and you never have to see the property, you never have to be present. So that's really pretty much it. Once you sign all of that, you will get the latest, the signed HUD. You'll get the warranty, a copy of the warranty deed. You'll get various closing documents that show proof that you've actually purchased the property and now it's your property. And then title company takes care of disbursing the money to the sellers. And once that is done, the seller's agent and your buyer's agent will communicate with each other, and they'll let each other know, hey, the money has been settled, where are the keys, or what are the instructions to get in the property. They'll get instructions, and that is it. It's done. And then after that, within 30, 40, 45 days, you'll get the last warranty deed, like via mail from the city, from the county, showing, hey, you are the new property owner. And then you'll also see online that it will transfer from the previous owner to your name, right? And that's pretty much it. You just purchase a property without never ever seeing it, all virtually, all remote. Amazing. Congratulations. Now, if you're looking to purchase a property or relocate down here to Miami, please feel free to reach out to me at any time. Again, you have all my contact information down below in the description, or you can go to my website, www.livinginmia.com, livinginmia.com. I'll be more than happy to set up a Zoom call and go over everything in detail with you and find the best options for you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I see you guys in the next video.